Yo, what it do? It's another Friday.
Another one.
Another Friday. Got my guy Bruke right next to me. What it do, bro?
What up? What up, TJ?
Got Bass being here. What it do, Brody? Yeah, man. Had y'all rocking with the Duke tunes. Yeah, man. Today's Friday. What's today? The 12th.
12th.
Friday the 12th, man.
Episode on 12, you know.
Yeah, shout out to episode number 20.
It's a fact,
bro. We've been doing this for 20 weeks.
Yeah,
at least
cool.
At least shit. 20 weeks.
Cool
that's crazy. That's
almost half a year.
Literally, yeah, 20 weeks. That's crazy. That's like crazy. You know, time flies. That's, you know what's great. I'm kind of having them right now because I didn't hear, because it's like, bro, like
it's cool.
It don't even feel like it's been that long. 20 weeks is what, like 4 months? 5 months,
just about four and some change.
5 months, because 4 weeks and four times 5 is 20. Yeah, that's not crazy, dog. How has this been for you so far?
It's been cool, bro. It's been cool. You know, I always do like to talk my shit, and I feel like this is a platform that's not only like the most conducive towards that, but, you know, people that's tuning in are probably gonna be more receptive if it's through a channel of like discussion, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to you know,
guys, this is what you need to go and do.
Exactly.
Listen to me. I got the answers for you.
I'm trying to tell you, as opposed to like character limits. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're typing and shit like that. Like,
you said character limits.
you can't really get your shit across, or like, you know, really go on to tangents. You know, how tone and pitch and how all of that really like contribute to like whatever the fuck you're trying to get off. So this has been a dope show. It's been dope because we've been able to learn in real time too. You know what I'm saying? We've had like a couple guests on, been able to share some light with what they had going on and shit. And then other than that, you know what I'm saying, being able to bounce perspectives off with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just see what's up, and then bounce right back to the folks. See how people thinking about that shit, and just keep on going. One thing I can say is it's been pretty hard to not have anything to talk about. So much shit.
Yeah, like trying to figure out exactly what to talk about has kind of been there's
been so much shit happening.
Yeah, there's so much.
When do we start this?
November-ish, October-ish, November-ish.
So it's like from October till March.
Shit, November was the election, and then ever since then,
it's been active.
Kind of been, it's been active.
You know,
motherfuckers thought 2021 was gonna slow down. Nah.
Exactly.
Nah, if you were waiting for 2021 to get your life together, I don't know. You just gotta stop waiting. Yeah, it's only revved up. But nah, I feel I kind of mirror those sentiments, bro. Like, I think shit, if I've learned anything over the last 20 weeks, one, it's not to take this too seriously in the sense of I don't know. Maybe I tend to take things like pretty seriously. I'm a laid back person, but like from a standpoint of like wanting to get things right and wanting to do things like in a particular way. I've definitely been that way with a bunch of projects in the past. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that like I feel any kind of way doing that or not doing that here. It's more about like understanding that like, yo, we do this every Friday. So like every Friday is not going to look like every other Friday. And you kind of just got to roll with the punches. We've made a lot of mistakes, like live on the air. You know what I'm saying? We've learned a lot of shit like live on the air. You know what I'm saying? We've added to, you know what I'm saying? We've added different dynamics. We got TJ in here doing the music now, like fan requests, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the first time he came, it was like we couldn't go back anymore because motherfuckers was been with it too much, you know what I'm saying? So like that's been super tough. Getting some of these ideas we've had off, like we just shot our first skit the other day. You know what I'm saying? We added animations into the mix. We like, and these are just like, this is just the start of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like back to the point about like doing this every Friday. It's like, it's like having a game, you know what I'm saying? It's like having a game every week. And like I spend Monday through Thursday like preparing. You know what I'm saying? I spend Monday through Thursday preparing for this show on top of the other shit that, you know what I'm saying, niggas got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a hell of a like learning experience. It's been a hell of a so far, and like it's dope. It's dope that we've actually consistently gone 20. I think we only missed 1 week, and it was just because you were out of town. And you actually wanted to do it, and I was like, bro, let's just take this opportunity to get a little breather. You know what I'm saying? I jumped at the opportunity to take like a week off, like a real reason. You know what I'm saying? John, since you've been here, what's your take been, bro?
Man, I think it's been growing each week. You know, I get a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Let me hear some of what's some of the feedback you've been getting.
People really feel and see that this can grow, be something great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, I think we really have something going on here. I'm thankful for you guys, you know, hitting me up to add the music element.
Yeah.
Because it really brings that whole morning show.
Yes.
It's cohesive.
You can't get ready in the morning without like some kind of playlist, you know what I'm saying? Like, some kind of like that.
This is almost better than the radio because we're talking about some important things.
Yeah.
You know things that are really going on in the world that's not drama or
or trendy or like gossip, you know what I'm saying?
We're not gossiping, like we're giving you guys, or you two are really giving like the masses or whoever listens to this and listens to playback like really good information that they can use in their life and daily routine. So we've been getting good feedback, man.
Yeah,
like a lot of people I talk to.
That's dope, like, man. And keep sending the feedback, man, good or bad. We got to know like what we're doing. Most people that are like close to me and watch this tend to let me know, but like if you're watching this and you don't necessarily know me personally or don't know any of us personally, we still want to know, you know what I'm saying, what you think so that we can make this better, you know what I'm saying? And definitely subscribe, ItsNation TV, and follow all of us. It's Bass Beat, Brooke Facil, ItsNation.com.
Right, and I was gonna say, you know, we're receptive to really talking about whatever. Like, we don't really have fixed topics on this show, as you've seen. So, you know, interact with us, comment with us. You know, if there's something that you don't feel like we address enough or have addressed at all, you know what I'm saying? Say something, because we'll get into it. We don't have any reservations with that.
Big facts.
We always just, especially when it's something that we're really interested in, we really are not just satisfied with like surface level information. We're going to go in there. And then if we find ourselves like really going to the rabbit hole of like something that you guys propose, we're going to get a guest.
That's what I was about to say.
Really, like, we're not gonna just stop there. We're gonna really, like, you seen how we just came off of these NFTs. Like, we went down a 3-week rabbit hole.
Yeah, 3-week rabbit hole. It was worth it.
We are further down the rabbit hole.
I'm further down the rabbit hole. We're just trying to give y'all a breather. We're just trying to give y'all a break. But we're definitely further down the NFT rabbit hole. Like shit. But no, to your point about like, you know, if people have things that they want to talk about, let us know. That's for sure. But I do hate those shows where like people feel like they got to talk about every single thing, even when they don't know about what the fuck they're talking about. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? We've been in the crypto space for a long time. We've been kind of like tech thinking kind of guys, even though we're creatives, and even though we're creatives and like, you know, entrepreneurial, and also like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word urban. You know what I'm saying? But like, we're like neighborhood dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're like regular dudes and stuff like that. But we, in going down the NFT rabbit hole, like we didn't just do it just to do it because like it was trendy. Like, it's something that we were actually interested in. We sought out other people who know, like, you know what I'm saying, who know the space, even though the space is super new. So like anybody can be that person, but we make those efforts, and we do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do this a podcast, and that was literally what that was. Just reaching out to people who knew shit about shit I didn't know and learning about it live on the air.
I guess, you know, basically what you're saying is like, look, we still have to genuinely be interested in it.
Big facts, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come on here and start talking about fucking, you know, like what Kardashians got going on. Actually, no. Sometimes I'm into it, and sometimes I'm into what Kim's doing business wise, like, you know, or Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're actually very tough, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna be talking about real world, real husbands of real wives of whatever the fuck, Real Housewives of Potomac. You know what I'm saying?
You can save that for the other
you know what's funny? It's crazy because like when I was doing this podcast, somebody I had on as a guest was like, "Oh, you should have on this guy that I know. He's like a recurring person on Real Housewives of Potomac." And I was like, I don't think we'll have anything to talk about. I don't watch that show. Like, you know, I appreciate the you know, the inquiry, but nah. Yeah, so that's kind of this, man. Episode 20, man, and shit. Hopefully we'll be at like 2,000 like Joe Rogan and then, you know what I'm saying?
Soon enough. I wanted to definitely talk about, there's a couple people that got paid this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I definitely want to celebrate
in more ways than one.
Exactly.
In more ways than one. A couple people got paid this week.
Man, regarding your professional life or whatever it is that you do, you know, your career path. I'm always happy of the fact when people get their just due.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Regardless if they reset that particular market or whatever it is, like, because how I go about things is usually people are a part of big institutions or big corporations, and I don't really give a fuck about their bottom line. So as individuals,
the institutions,
like we about to talk about Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott,
$75 million guaranteed in his first year. That's fucking amazing.
It's bonkers.
I don't care about Jerry Jones' pocket. Like, I don't.
His pockets are fine.
You're good.
His pockets are fine.
You feel me? Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm not worried about it like that. So like, that's what I mean by I'm very happy. But then when I look at the whole situation itself, I'm like, I've been very, very curious to see how you will get a defense now, or like within the draft.
You know what's interesting?
Like, I don't know exactly how all the logistics work with that, but I would think 75 mil locks up a lot of money. I guess it made sense to them. But he kind of, Patrick Mahomes, you know, got 40 for 10, and he kind of like doubled his shit. And
you know what's interesting about that dollar amount though? I think something that I just always think about, something that I can never like not think about, is the fact that
inflation.
Nah, not even inflation. When somebody pays an employee something, it's because they have made so much. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not paying you more than they've made off of you. You know what I'm saying? So like, Dak's getting 75 mil. Yeah, great. And you just mentioned, like, you know, you don't worry about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has, you know, 75 mil times something to give away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you're right, when people get what they deserve, it's great, because you know it's not, bro, there's so much money in this world. Like there's more money on the planet than there is like people and trees and like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of bread to go around. You know what I'm saying? That's also why too, like, you know, you never got to hate on somebody who gets a big bag. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to take away from any bag you could have potentially got. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think to that point, like, a lot of people got big bags this week. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the Beeple thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I sold some NFTs, got some bread. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll throw myself in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's definitely been a great week for, you know what I'm saying, people's personal economies.
I guess, you know, what's really dope about it is because we have to always think about, you know, I don't know if like the lasting effects of these decision made that are not even necessarily involving who was a part of that deal. Yeah, like, no, that affects the whole quarterback.
They talk about Lamar Jackson about to get a big bag now, probably.
And that's beautiful, because like what it is look, if you look at the NFL rules today, they've obviously made it so that the quarterback is the product. Like that is what it is now. That's why you cannot touch the dude or anything like that. That's why you see these super inflated numbers as opposed to like years back when we were growing up. And it's like even the best quarterbacks numbers back then paled in comparison to what they're doing today, because it's just how the game is operated now. Like they understand.
And they're making the NFL is making so much more.
Offense is rating. You know, so boom. Okay, we have to make sure, you know what I'm saying? So now the market is following up. I just found it crazy. I was like, wow, after all, like, bro, Cowboys, like, shout out to their media department.
Why?
They really man. They know how to fucking drag a story and how to make people talk about shit. We were talking about for 2 years.
We were
2 years. We were talking about ever since Zeke.
This is his first. This is his first contract since his rookie contract. Yeah. So Dak has only been in the league 5 years or 4 years.
This is going to be his fifth year.
Wow.
So I'm saying, you know, Zeke and that's where I'm saying, like, now let me be critical of like how the Cowboys played it. They did that because they had to do that.
Yeah.
Because the other alternative was to lose you, and we are
going to the quarterback market.
No, we have so many holes.
Yeah.
We need to just keep this shit.
We need some consistency at some position.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, bro, Adam Schefter said, like, he literally took the over and under. He took the over on 18 quarterbacks who switched their team this season.
Yeah.
And like, that's fucking crazy. That's like an exodus of quarterbacks.
I mean, we've seen Matt Stafford move. Or has moved. Where'd he go?
He's on the fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember. No, Colts. Colts?
Rams.
Who went to the Colts?
Yeah,
Wentz.
is on the line.
Wentz went to the Colts.
Wentz is on the Colts.
Goff already went to the line. Damn, there's already been a few. You know what I'm saying? Russell once. We don't know what's gonna happen with Russell.
Until 2-3 weeks ago,
bro.
I was like,
Deshaun's leaving. Dak's throw me in there.
That might even, you know what I'm saying? They might even do a little extension on his contract or thing like that because this Dak just came about. Again, bro, I'm like, Dallas played it so wrong because that offseason they paid Zeke $90 million. They should have gave that to Dak. They would have had to reset and market. And then you would have seen how he's played.
Would have seen, because he's not worth $90 million. Yeah.
He is not the best running back in the league.
Yeah.
He's not even top 5.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No. It's anybody that was watching last season, bro. Zeke,
he looked very regular.
Fumble a game.
He looked very regular.
He led the league in fumbles.
Oh, did he?
Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
Total switch that when he came in.
Big fact.
And this is the thing, too. I'm not knocking it. Like, Zeke is a good running back, but he was also the beneficiary of a beautiful offensive line, which this year definitely took a little dive.
The Cowboys have always been, or at least for the last 10 years or so, have been known for having a nice offensive
great line. Yeah. And it was kind of like we're kind of criticized for having it on Tony Romo's back end.
Yeah.
And Dak literally came into having one of the best
offensive lines
ever. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, he deserves the bread, and hopefully, you know, they could build something around him. But again, I'm just gonna say, shout out to Dallas media, because the way that you guys can monopolize a story and really make you guys the main topic on all of these different platforms and different channels, and people just talk about that shit.
It's all really crazy. I've heard.
It's really crazy. Like
that and Deshaun Watson were all I've heard on ESPN for the last 3 weeks.
You started off this. You said you were like, Jerry Jones, well, he has to have the money to do it.
Yeah.
Bro, these niggas generate money when they lose.
Yeah.
Bro, there's no other franchise that can be like, yeah, we lose, but we're straight. We're straight with this losing shit.
Nah, big facts.
With Cowboys,
literally America's
personally,
team.
It bothers them.
I don't even know, how did they become America's team? Because I think that brand is what's doing it for them.
Texas.
Yeah,
fuck is up with Texas?
Texas is
the great republic, man.
Oh, that's a great republic. That's just literally the size of the state. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying?
And then also they have that. Exactly what he said. You have Texas culture.
Star.
Yeah, you have Texas culture, and then you also have, you know, they were winners.
They were winners. Yeah. So
they had runs like the 70s, and it's them and the Steelers. They own that, and then boom, they start the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Johnson, Evan Smith, Irvin, and Troy Aikman is kind of
It's like if you're growing up and you don't have a team to root for, you know the Cowboys is a good.
Mom's a Cowboys fan for no reason. You know, that's my team. Why? Dallas.
Dallas. What's not? And that's the thing. Every time you ask somebody why Dallas, what's not to like? You know, they don't even actually give you reasons. They just it's obvious.
I think outside of Texas, one of the biggest fan bases has to be here.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's
big facts. Yeah. There's probably more. There's probably the same amount of Cowboys fans that there is Redskins fans here.
But I'm like,
or Washington football team.
It ain't like that, vice versa.
No, hell no.
Ain't no Skits fans.
That's the crazy.
Ain't no Skits fans over there.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Why is it such a huge?
Why do we hate ourselves? Why do we just? It's kind of like that. You know, fighting against yourself type thing.
Hey man, people know
that we do.
People know me, man. If you're from Maryland, man. I'm not even a fan of the Ravens. Root for the Ravens.
Root for the Ravens. Nah, that's a big fact because
the Washington football team. Yeah, the football team.
You know what's interesting, bro? They was talking. So after the Dak talk, after I was watching maybe Around the Horn, one of these off-brand ESPN shows. I was watching it, and they was talking about.
Shout out Off the Horn though, man. They've been out 15
Around the
years.
Horn. I've been like, I never, and still, I do not understand how that show works. I still do not understand how that show works.
Oh, nice.
Motherfuckers get points for making good points or what?
Off the horn. We talk about Tony
Around the Horn.
We talk about Around the Horn. You talk about Tony and
the nigga with the
Michael
4 boxes.
Oh no, that's
that's Around the Horn. What's the joint that I'm talking about with the niggas? It's 4 niggas in a box.
That's PTI. You are talking about.
No, PTI is I'm talking about Around the Horn. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you on this front. I've never really checked Tony's fucking background.
Is that the dude's name? Tony
Reality.
Okay, the guy that hosts that show.
Yeah, the reason why I haven't said that is because he is the point awarder and taker away.
Yeah. It's who says you?
I understand the I get it. It's a contest, and throughout the show, it's
whoever makes the best points,
you have 5 minutes on air.
Yeah, big
but
facts.
If you're good, you
get the last word, and then you get a minute at the end to say whatever you want, to plug whatever you want.
Because it's kind of like makes them, yo, bro, get to your shit.
Get to the point.
You cannot rant. I'm not going to give you points for ranting.
Big facts. He's going to take points away. He's going to take points away.
Actually, like Woody Page, like, bro, I know Woody because I remember when I was watching First Take.
Yeah, it
was Skip and Woody.
Yeah,
like, that's how I first started off.
Oh, before Stephen A?
Yeah, Woody Page.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a thing before Stephen A.
That was the original First Take.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, Skip. This is the thing. Stephen was a fucking guest. He was a guest on the show for years.
And it just kept working.
For years. And every time he came, it would always be this little thing with him and Skip. Always getting in. ESPN was like, ooh, this is interesting.
Who's better? Who's better? Who's a better matchup? Skip and Stephen A. or Skip and Shannon?
Cool question. I'm
gonna go Skip and Shannon.
Skip and Shannon. I see that. I don't even really be watching Undisputed, but I see clips of them all the time. Skip and Stephen or Skip and Stephen A. or Skip and Shannon?
The only reason between that two, like I thought he was gonna say Stephen A. and
Max
the versus.
Well, who's okay? Look, first one with that. Yeah.
The only reason I'll just say, and I don't even really watch Undefeated like that, but the only reason I will say
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
He's undefeated. That's probably a LeBron show.
Hey yo.
Uninterrupted is LeBron's joint.
Right. But fucking I'll go with Shannon and Skip only for the fact that, and this was said to me too when I'd asked somebody why I like the show more than First Take.
Yeah,
I love First Take.
Yeah,
and they're like, bro, being, I play football and shit like that. A Hall of Fame perspective is priceless to me. And he's like, Shannon really did that.
Yeah.
So that alone, makes. And I was like,
because on First Take, it was two niggas that haven't played anything talking. You know what I'm saying? But people
Stephen A. really, he was really the shit.
Oh, he was really tough.
He was really the shit.
Yeah. That nigga is like 6'4". Like I saw him at a Redskins practice, and that nigga was tall as hell. I remember deceptively tall.
What was it? Clarence Gaines was even his coach, like a real like a legend at NCAA. Like, but he shattered his knee.
Oh,
so he shattered his knee. So he literally had to pivot. But like he was in it, like he was really trying.
Okay, so it's not like you can't really put him in that category of like writers who just write.
No, it wasn't like, I wasn't capable. Like, bro, that was my trajectory.
Okay.
Gone.
That's tough.
I had to pivot.
Yeah, I was finna say, like, I kind of don't like that narrative, that rhetoric, like motherfuckers who don't play the game can't commentate on the game. I don't really like that. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like that. And I'm somebody that's played sports too. Like, I don't necessarily, because the thing is, like, how you articulate your opinions is everything, and sometimes athletes can't even articulate themselves. So it's like I don't want to. Shannon is an exception. Shannon is actually like I feel what you're saying. Like he's a Hall of Famer, but nah, the nigga knows how to talk sports because he be talking basketball. He be talking.
We not just talking about nigga plays.
Yeah.
Played at the highest level.
Yeah.
I think this nigga. We're not talking about coaching. That doesn't translate.
Yeah.
But nah. This nigga could talk to me about sports.
Yeah.
And then it's
he can articulate himself and he, you know what I'm saying?
And he knows other sports too. So
yeah.
Like, okay, cool. And then to that point, I also say, but this is the thing though. It's really, and I fuck with it, but it's really no credit to Skip that I feel that way either. Because I'm like, look, Skip's arguments for a long time now, because one thing also have to be like, Skip has really been detached from this shit for going on almost 20 years. Like he stopped the sideline. He stopped like he older dude.
Oh, so he don't go to games. He don't talk to athletes.
Skip is in the crib.
Yeah,
Skip
observing. I'm just observing.
With his
dog and his shorty.
Yeah, I
Geraldine, not Geraldine. It's like something like that.
No.
It's not Geraldine.
I'm pretty sure it's Geraldine.
She's got one of those kind of like old time names.
Yeah. Like this is an old lady's name.
So that's one thing it started blowing me on First Take. I was like, yo, bro, you be in the crib, bro. Like the last time you was out on the field was like 2001. Like you retired that aspect.
Yeah.
Like again, he the pioneer the base space. I learned that like from Stephen A. Like he really pioneered that First Take, and he pioneered this whole space for all these networks. Everybody, like it was him. So kudos to him. But he really be making the straight pathos arguments, and I can't like, if you know me, I really don't care about, oh, you're so passionate and like just give depending on what we're talking about, obviously, I need facts. Show me facts. Don't show me your like. I'm like, yo, fucking with Skip, we're gonna talk about Patriots and the Cowboys.
Yeah. And it's,
like, bro,
and it's always going to be an emotional argument. It doesn't matter how good they are, how bad they are.
There was literally no topics to be had. He's leading the topics about Patriots and Cowboys. I'd be like, yo, bro, come the fuck on.
So who's the better duo, do you think? Max and Stephen A, or Skip and Shannon?
I definitely say Max and Stephen A, because at least, although they are coming again from total opposites, because you need to show that's how it works.
It has to be opposites.
People have to be opposites. Yeah. So like they were, the previous one was opposites, but why this opposite works is because Skip really be. I mean, I said Skip. Max. Boy, he be married to his perspective because he's really. Like, he really thinks he did the diligence to arrive at that point. Yeah. He really is coming, like, on some scientific... Like, he really having some scientific perspective with his shit. And I appreciate that, because I'm like, bro, there's really no telling this type of person they're wrong. So I'm like, they're really about to come to the table. And I love it, because he's not about to emotionally defend his point at all. He's really about to make all of these little... connections and bring out a 1930s baseball reference to like polish the point, and then you're gonna have your Stephen A like, bruh, first of all, Max, nobody watched baseball in 1930s. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So that example, I don't even know why you did it. Big facts. And the funny shit like that, and then Stephen A will, you know, bring his little points, and then of course, at the end of the day, they have their biases, and of course, they understand that they are entertainment too. So, you know, there's a lot of things that are even away from maybe somebody that just wants to know what's going on. I want substance as it pertains to sport. I don't want you guys to, go parrot your political stances and then go on these whole tangents. Can we just talk about the shit? Like, I'm sure
they're good to giving. I think they're good at giving the substance, whereas like Shannon and Skip will give you entertainment value for sure. For sure. What I'm saying?
And then I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care for Colin Cowherd or shit like that, but he offers real perspective.
Colin Cowherd,
he has real perspective on things.
I don't necessarily like the guy.
You'll be like, bro, they're not saying nothing like that on ESPN, and this is kind of valid though.
No,
nobody is saying that.
Colin Cowherd.
So, you know, he says the shit, and y'all don't want to say it. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you exactly how I view it. I'm like, even though I don't agree, kind of makes sense. I see how you got there.
Not a popular guy at all.
Deduce that. Yeah. So like, that's the thing. Hey man, a good argument is a good argument.
A good argument is a good argument.
I'm not about to. I don't have like preferences towards that. That's just like with anything, bro. Like when it comes about, because bro, we live in the day and age, bro. We live in a fake information age, bro. Like it's really important to not have personal opinions as to who is telling you shit and just vet what they're saying. Like I don't need to like you for me to be like, nah, bro. But out of all these people, the one I don't like is the one that's really making sense. Yeah. And y'all not. And big facts. I think that's really dangerous that you let personal emotions sometimes. Like this is the thing. Personal emotions can make you more prone to hear somebody out or privy to hear. That's cool. That makes sense. I can understand how that is. But don't let your emotions start affecting how you're going to assess what somebody is telling you. That's literally like, that's foolhardy on you.
It's like you got to separate the message from the messenger. And what's crazy is, bro, like, because we can definitely take this away from sports for sure, because I think it gets real ugly out here, bro, when people they're emotional about certain people based off of what they think they know about them or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, we really can only judge these people that we're talking about just based, like, we don't even know these guys and we're talking about them like we know them.
Sometimes
you know what I'm saying?
Be wrong and really think they know they were saying something that they even if people buy into it, will buy into it harder than the person espousing the shit. And I'm like, that shit's so crazy. The person that was saying it, bro, they was really kind of like they were just kind of like shooting the shit.
It's like, yo, somebody put a camera on me and told me to talk, so I did. And now like you're butthurt and you want nothing to do with me because you don't like what I said. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's like, nah, bro, that's not how shit goes.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like, oh my God, I see that a lot in the money world and like the entrepreneurship world. Like you see that so much. There's kind of two. It's crazy, man. There's kind of two ways.
Influencer world, bro. That's
There's two different sides of it, bro. There's people who like, okay, I have my read on you, and now everything that you say, if I don't like you, it doesn't matter. Right. Then there's another side where it's like, oh, I resonate with this person, so like everything that they say is law, and like now I'm one of their, you know, one of their disciples, kind of like spewing whatever it is they talk. And don't get me wrong, man, I've come on here even and talked about how, like, you know, there's literal people that I follow that I'm like, oh no, like I want to be like that person. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tom Billies, the Gary V's, you know what I'm saying? Dame Dash to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, like those people that make good moves that I'm like, yeah, I want to be like those guys. But like, you'll never hear me, like, if they say something that I don't agree with, you won't hear me like try to justify it for them, or like try to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, like that's what the nigga said, but like the nigga still built Rockefeller. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something to be learned from that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of like, you definitely gotta separate the message from the messenger, and also take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? This is now life stuff we're giving you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't even about like Skip and Shannon. This is more just like with, because you know what I'm saying, we see it everywhere, bro. And in this the day and age of like the kind of media that we're in, it's like it's more imperative to kind of like have your own, you know what I'm saying, your own kind of like rubric of how you judge people, and what matters to you as far as like what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like people can be great business people, can be great sports analysts or whatever, but you know, if their other values don't align, then cool, like I'll leave those. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll leave those. I was listening to Grant Cardone the other day. Y'all heard of Grant Cardone? Of course. Yeah. I was listening to him in an interview the other day, and I think he says some really smart stuff, and he says some like interesting things. For sure. You know, of course I don't agree with everything that he says, but like the guy's smart, and also he's got a resume that it's like, let me hear this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did he get here? But he was talking about how like he's into Scientology and everything like that, and I just kind of like well, no, I didn't even ignore it. I heard it out. I heard him say like why and stuff like that, and it made sense, but like it didn't turn me off from, you know what I'm saying? Because even the media will make Scientology seem like if you're a Scientology follower, you're damn near like a cult follow, you know what I'm saying? It's like they make it seem that way, but the way he was breaking it down, I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a different perspective, you know what I'm saying?
Scientology's it's very funny you bring that up. Scientology is a very funny religion.
Really?
But, you know, no, but this is the thing though. Again, like with all things though. Look, man, I believe in placebo effect. You know, so no matter what, and then you know you can live by guidance of the stars.
Oh yeah.
If that is really how you live your life is really showing you significance correlated to that, and you're like, nah, I'll show you. Like, like somebody be like, let me show you, and then they'll show you, and you'll be like, yeah, nah, but like,
like, let me show you, and then you're, oh, okay. Hey, it's like when somebody doing magic or something. You're like, oh, okay.
And they're like, look, I'm not even. It's not even like about mine. Like, I'm like, please, you know what I say all the time? I say, yo, I want to be wrong. I don't have any. I have nothing.
No attachment to being right.
No investment in that.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like if I'm right, I'm right. And I'm just trying to show you because it's right. It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's right. Like I'm just trying to get you hip.
I'm trying to get to the truth.
Exactly. If I'm wrong, let me know. Yes. I'm always trying to learn about that. But look, I'm also not about to act as if you could say something. I'm like, okay, I can see that that's apparently some knowledge to you, and it's applicable for you. You're using it. That's cool. It's not universal though. So like I've heard it out. I've sat with it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything with it.
Yeah.
For me, I can do in my life.
It doesn't work for me.
But you know what? It does say something about me. If I feel it's now my job to make you see it for my way now. Like, you know, like no, I'm not trying to do that. Like I'll give you my perspective, but that's it. I'm not invested in making you buy into this perspective because I know now when we talk about this belief shit, that really molds how somebody really moves in their life, depending on how integrated it is with their shit. Like, you know, you got missionary Christians, and I'm sure that you can see with how they live their life, it's exuding. You know what I'm saying? But then you have your Scientologists in the world. And really, the reason why I said it's funny is because you only hear about Scientology. Not to say that people aren't regular, people don't practice that. I'm not saying that at all. But you always hear Scientology from people that are spectacles in society. Yeah. That you know, remember Tom Cruise and like his couch.
It's always you know, people who are kind of big, large characters already.
Exactly, because it's kind of it already encourages aspects within yourself that you know, you're kind of like a molder of your reality. And
what's crazy is that like Grant Cardone and Tom Cruise, they got matching. They're I'm not gonna say they're the same person, but like they're both high energy. Like
white Anglo-Saxon.
You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do this. You know what I'm saying? So like they're both kind of those kind of guys. So like, yeah, you know, to your point about like, I do think though there's like everybody's kind of got to have some kind of like higher thing that they but well not got to. Let me not say got to, but like I think that this is kind of interesting. We're gonna take it somewhere a little bit different because you know what I'm saying, kind of how I got here, I had to like go through like, you know what I'm saying, some dark moments, you know what I'm saying? So like in those like real dark moments, I can kind of I can still think back to like how I felt, what I was thinking about, you know what I'm saying? I can still really tap in with like who I was and what I was doing in that time. And I feel like some of the reason that I'm like the first like light at the tunnel, like that at the end of the tunnel that kind of like got me on the path was like believing that, you know what I'm saying? My family's always been super religious. I'm super spiritual and religious, but like I did feel like there was a time when I kind of like lost my way. And when I started finding it again was when I just started to believe that like, okay, Mek, I'm in control of a lot of my life, but like, I gotta believe that whoever's in control of the things that I'm not in control of is on my side. You know what I'm saying? And like is moving in a way that's like not against me, is with me. Cause like when you're kind of like depressed or like in that kind of like dark situation, dark space, you really start to believe that like no one wants you to win. The world does not want you to win. The world is against you. And like nothing you do is right. And all I can say is, bro, like one day I believe that to be true. And another day I didn't believe that or I believe the opposite to be true. Like no, like the universe is on my side. And like the things that I want to do I have to put in some work, but like if I try, most things will work out in my favor because like somebody wants these things to work out in somebody or something, you know what I mean? Right.
And the reason why I even, challenge that initially is because, I've had conversations with atheists that, they're living a better life.
I feel like that's a different belief.
Wait, this is the thing though. But it's not different in the fact that it's like, we're still believing in things, but where you place your belief is some people get empowered. And like, let me not say some, right? Because I'll be transparent. Like myself, I believe in a higher power. I believe in God, but I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I question shit all the fucking time. Yeah. All the fucking time. Yeah. Because I'm not, it's weird. Like nothing can ever just sit and be. It is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I always have to get back to it. I want to repolish. And I guess that's like, okay, get closer to God. Can I, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time too, like I'm so open to always hearing another perspective. Some people really put all of that belief in themselves. And listen to the thing, but Pete, bro, that doesn't mean I don't, but it's like, no, but we accredit our belief to other things. We give credit to God. Some people are like, no, it's me. Yeah. It's really me. Yeah. I did this.
I did that.
I will literally show you. And then you could be like, oh, like I remember you know what I always tell people too. I'm like, when I think of God, I'm like, if you want to look at God, like look at nature, you can see God working. And then somebody will literally give you, nigga, that's science. I'll literally tell you what is
why
happening.
That happened.
That shit is opening and sprouting.
That tree didn't grow on accident.
Exactly.
Like,
it is the chlorophyll it is getting from the sun. And then that enacts photosynthesis. And then there's that is a process. Like literally we can look at it microscopically. We could exactly to a T what's going down.
And then do it again.
Exactly. And then so then when people add these unquantifiable what do I say? Qualities into what we're talking about. It's like, well, how I can't refute that. Yeah. If that's what you're going to say, what you believe, if that's your belief, I can't refute that because you're coming from a place where it's like, yeah, bro, like that's your belief. Yeah. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking factually for things, I can, but then that's when then another rabbit hole because, religion, spirituality is way deeper than constructs and things and all of that. But then you can also go back, and I know we're going on really like we could definitely even have a whole topic about I love these type of talks too. But I'm like, it's like, dog, see, look, I was a little brain fart, I'm about to look it right back. But I'm like, nah, man, like just with this religion, and then you always have somebody giving you word. So you always have to evaluate who's giving you the word. Are you a seeker of this information, or do you personally are seeking to get closer to God, or do you need messengers of the word to do that? Do they do that for you? You know what I'm saying? And then even somebody else can be like, well, who is this person giving me this? Like, how well read up on all of these things are you? And then, you know, you have all these scriptures and then different editions of the scriptures and all of that. And then you have people that parrot these religion opinions and then are hypocritical every day of their lives.
That's the scary thing.
And then those same people will like, oh, you don't go to church on, like, you know what I'm saying?
What was that dude that was buying like cars and fucking mansions and shit with it? He was one. There was another nigga that was like, did you see that? Like, it was like it was a deposition that like went viral when the nigga was like, what did you said you bought this resort? He was like, yeah, we needed that for we needed that to you know, show guests. So bro. I don't remember that nigga's name.
And this is the thing, I guess, even when then you also have, you know what I'm saying, true bad faith actors.
Yeah,
you have true bad faith actors. Have y'all ever stayed up when y'all was growing up 3 in the morning? Have you ever seen some of these fucking infomercials that are taking place inside of churches just selling no evil oil, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that's the devil right there. If you want to say, like, and the thing is, I really be looking at the people in these commercials and I'm like, bruh, I don't think they're acting. I think they went to low income places in this country.
People that needed hope or needed something to believe.
Some hope.
Yeah.
Needed some money. These niggas are really on this commercial telling me, yo, I just believe. And 5,000, they said $5,000 came in the mail. I don't know how. It just came.
Got stimulus check.
Ayo, bro. This is way before stimulus.
Nah, I'm just
got a whole fucking number. Called a number.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, what is this though? What is this not illegal? Like, what is this? And it's so crazy because, again, we get back to it. Like, belief is really the underlying baseline of how everybody grows up into this world. Traditionally, it's how you even brought into these things, and you know what I'm saying, how your family grows up to you, and now it's instilled in you, and it's kind of somewhat ingrained into your internal compass and moral compass, and that's basically how you're living your life. So knowing all of that, I'm like, it's so crazy how nowadays in this day and age, you know, now we also have spirituality gurus and, you know, everybody, law of attraction. And
I was about to say with the whole it's kind of merged into with the whole mental health and mental wellness and even like yoga wellness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of all merged into, you know, this whole kind of.
I always think of, and it always makes me think of, you know, Friedrich Nietzsche. And Nietzsche, however you pronounce it.
Who's this? Who is
Nietzsche,
this?
He's a philosopher.
Okay.
Friedrich Nietzsche. And he had came up like with like the Ubermensch concept, like the concept of the Superman and things like that. But basically, he had said in one of his books, All Too Human. That was what it was called, All Too Human. Really like a little famous philosophical book. And he had mentioned, he was like we are shifting into a death of God society. And when I read that, I was like, what is it? What does that mean? And then now when I look at it today, and then coupled with another book I read too, shout out Christopher Hedges, a great author. He wrote The Death of Literacy, The Rise of the Spectacle. Empire of Illusion, The Death of Literacy, The Rise of the Spectacle. You'd be like, and what was the book I just mentioned before that? I
don't remember the name. It was Nietzsche.
All Too Human. So he's talking about the death of God. He's like, now when I look at like society today and all these metaphysics and all these things you could believe in, and you know, you also have astrology and all these things, like it's like everything is telling you to look at yourself. You.
Oh, big facts.
It's you.
Big facts.
It's just you. And I also think there's also a lot of sinister things behind that, because I'm not trying to say it's not.
It's like within you.
It's fake. That's all. No, but it's trying to say like it's you. You don't need that. You got it. And then I also think that stems from U.S. culture. This is individual, like we are an individualistic society. That is why it even has credence, why something like that can grow, why your younger generation can literally embody that and be like, I don't believe in that. I believe in the sun. I believe in numerology, the numbers. I've already chosen different ways because these religions that have been here at the beginning of time and people think they're holier than thou. These are bad people running this world. And yet, you know what I'm saying? So like, no, I just innately what I feel inclined, what speaks to me, that's where I'm gonna go. Maybe I speak to me. Maybe, like, that's it. Like that's where my power is derived from. So I think it's real interesting. I don't criticize any of these, you know, religious texts or anything like that, because at the end of the day, they are teaching you like morals and how to live a just life.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
How could I knock anybody from where you're born at in the world? This is no, man. It's not what it is. Now you can see how groups of people parrot religions and how they push it upon people. Like, this Christianity here ain't the same as this Christianity here. They're different. Same thing with Islam.
But how did that come about?
Islam
like,
right here. This Islam, that ain't that.
Yeah,
it's very different. But you'd be hard pressed to tell either one of them they not who they say they are. Like they're gonna go to the death for that.
Big facts.
But you know, there's so many different interpretations. At the end of the day, I guess I'm trying to even to sum it up is like, and with anything, right? Nobody's a monolith. Nobody is like united in their beliefs. Like, yeah, we're in the same statistically. So how we're grouped, but I promise you we're different.
Yeah,
we're not. We don't believe the same thing. And that's why uniting on any type of front be hard. You know, like black people, there's so many fucking groups of black people. Yeah.
So many groups. There's so many subgroups of black people. You know what I'm saying?
Within every group, so many groups. How do you ever unite anything? You know, you got to just empower people to do it on themselves.
No, that's a big fact.
That's great.
I feel that. Shit. I think, you know, that's a good place to wrap that up.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's make it a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, it was so crazy because, like, we could definitely wrap it up, man.
I think that's that on that. But like, I mean, to put the nail in the coffin of that, I agree with the sentiment that like we do not, like I said, we don't need, but it's a value in having something above you that you believe is kind of guiding you and is in your best interest. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people can't find it within, because it is within us. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to believe, like, and that belief comes from within you. But you know, it's not that like some people really cannot have the onus on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like people really cannot have that on themselves. So like it makes sense that, you know, people look to different deities and like, you know what I'm saying, figures. So like
I get it for sure. But
hey, Alexandra on here in the comments. What it do, shorty?
Was goody. But now, you know, I love the fact that you see just how we started the show, the religious tangent we went. I love that we can just talk about shit like that, because I really love.
It's been a minute.
I love getting deep on
big facts. I love philosophy.
I love. We should do a whole.
I know I do love philosophy, but I said that meaning to say psychology.
Yo, that's fun.
I more love psychology, but also it's like the way people think and like how they kind of got there and why. That's so interesting.
The thing about philosophy is you always just have to consciously put a cap on it, because you will not.
It won't end. It won't end on its own. You know what I'm saying?
You can always get deeper. You know,
it won't end on its own.
But I did want to make mention though. And I'm saying we could wrap this shit up with NFTs, because, you know, I fucking love this NFT shit. Yo, people sold via Maker's Place by way of Christie's, the #1 art auction dealer in the world.
The people know who Beeple is. I just got hip to Beeple. Exactly, I thought Beeple was a platform.
You know what I'm saying? They just yesterday morning at around 11 a.m. fucking the bid closed on his piece. It was every day. So basically people for the past 13, 14 years has been drawing an animation every single day and has been releasing that for the public. So nonstop. So it was called 5,000 Days. 5,000 Days. I'm not even going to just know. It was a Beeple piece.
Yeah.
And this shit sold, and they encapsulated each one of those pieces from every day. They were all in it, like really micro, but all of them were in that one piece, and it sold for $69.3 million.
Crazy.
And you know what I'm saying? We definitely been just talking about how, you know, we happy about people getting their bag, and you know, most definitely secured his bag. And I just want to know, you know, we could definitely address on other shows and shit like that, because I thought it was a really good day for the space yesterday.
Yeah.
But you know, I was on the Clubhouse too. lot of mixed opinions on that. And I was like, I was very interested to hear the different perspectives. I didn't like, I guess I knew people were hearing that, but I needed to hear it because I was like, well, this is because, bro, I think I've been telling you this too. Even myself, no matter how geeked I get about shit now, I have to even take a step back and be like, why am I so geeked? Like my own geekness is alarming me. And I say that because I'm like, that always helps me be sober and pragmatic about things. I never want to be foolish and let my emotions be thinking, oh, this is it. Da, 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 da. And the whole time, like, no, you know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, why the fuck I've been fighting this fucking brain fart off and now like, dog, that's so crazy.
But you know what's crazy? Actually, with the brain farts, you've been doing good. You've been doing good. You've had fewer brain farts over the last few weeks.
But I'm trying to, so we talk
about people and
the people, the perspectives that people are having against this. So one, right? Late at night last night, and shout out my boy AJ Washington. It was in his Float room, and Float is a decentralized platform for musicians. So that would be a rollout on that app as well. So I want to shout him out. But it was in his room, and had a couple art dealers that were in a couple of galleries and shit. And they're like, why do people conflate what something is sold as being art? He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, we know it's a real highbrow in the fine art space, you know, definitely, you know, might alienate people or may not make it seem like, you know, it's for everybody, but I understand like how the culture around it. But he's like, I'm telling you, as curators, we do not care about the dollar amount that these works sell for. That is not how we evaluate art. It is not like that at all. When I see people, he's like, I don't see art. Like, that's not art to me. He's like, that's art, like, let alone good art. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, he's like, and you guys say every day for the past, he's like, he works very hard. Yeah, I see that. He illustrates. He is a great practitioner. Yeah. He makes, but he's like, and then people are like, but what's art to you? He's like, it does not evoke any emotion. He's like, it's not emotion. It lacks no conceptuality to it. You think because they make it a social, it's solely relevant that it's like it's adding to any type of discussion or anything. He's like, no, it's just a mirror, you know. It's just he shows that he knows what's happening and shit like that. But and you know, me myself, I was like, I thought, you know, it's art. You know, I'm not
I got some slack.
I'm not gonna divide. Yeah, I'm not gonna be one of those digital art, NFT, crypto. Art is art. But you know, when he was saying these points, though, I was like, I'm not like brushing it to the side. I'm like, So like, and then a lot of people's flashing their mics. They're like one person, and I laughed at this too. They're like, I think this is the great. I think he was undersold. I think he should have got sold. Like, I think this is one of the greatest pieces.
Well, like 100 million type shit. That's what the guy was saying.
And like this one shorty, she literally like unmuted her mic to like just do a little laugh, and then he was like, and then it got silent. He's like, wait,
she unmuted mic to laugh.
Like a chuckle, not even a laugh. So yeah, and then he was like, and then it got quiet because like, excuse, was that a lie?
You want to elaborate?
Yeah. And then she was like, yeah, like it was such a strategic,
you know what's funny?
Chuckle. It was like, yeah, I do actually. She's like, so wait, so she's like, so she was laughing. She's like, wait, so let me get this straight. So are you trying to equate this to a Picasso or to? Is that what you're trying to do? Because like. People are saying like, "Come on, now we got
to see this piece first of all."
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm gonna pull it up.
So they're like, no. It is most definitely not. It's not that. And like, one thing that I was also being in the room was like, you know, it was kind of agreed and kind of disagreed upon simultaneously. Art is subjective. We understand that. But there is a measuring way that people do go about what is good art. There is like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. People do have and to the individual person, I understand a person saying, fuck that, whatever's art. I feel that because that's prerogative. But I know people that assess this art because I'm now I'd be really interested in even curating myself. I've been that's just really intriguing to me, like physical spaces and virtual spaces. But I'd be like, no, what is the little, how do y'all go about doing that? Because there is a way. I know you guys are evaluating art in a specific way. It has nothing to do about the clout of the artist or anything. It's like textures and tones and all of this type of thing. And people that are evaluating art from an academia perspective. Like there's a whole academic perspective that people have with art. And that's something I'm in dark on. So I can't really say what's what. All I know is how my understand art is subjective, but there are levels to the evaluating of the art. Like, okay, it's art. Is it good art? Like maybe to
so
you,
this is what they're saying.
Yeah. So this
is what went for 69.3
mil. And it was crazy in the last 5 minutes.
And this is just a bunch of different joints that he made.
Yeah, exactly. In the last
collage of
art. Exactly.
It's a collage of art. So
in the last 10, it went from 35 and it ended at fucking 69. Like it really got crazy.
Motherfuckers like, I gotta get in on this. So the thing, okay, so I like resonate with old boy that said something about like
the hard work.
Well, yeah, like the nigga's a hard worker more than he is an artist. Because like, bro, like I've always struggled.
Really on that.
I like struggled with like, am I an artist? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yeah, I create and like I kind of thrive off creativity and doing creative things, but I've never really like felt comfortable calling myself an art. I don't feel I don't know what it is. Bro, I don't feel calling any of the things that I am. Like I don't really feel like comfortable calling myself you know what I'm saying, an entrepreneur. I don't really feel I just like I do what I do.
Lasting effects of the imposter syndrome that we addressed.
Yeah.
It's lasting effects. It does not mean you're not that, but it just means you have this
that's that imposter syndrome
to put that on.
And it's like I don't know.
You really don't know why.
I don't know if I look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because we talk about the standards and examples that we've seen before, and sometimes the pedestal that we're putting equating our like we're measuring our shit to is like no, it's nowhere near. So I'm not. No, that's not it, nigga. They weren't good at a point either. You have to view yourself as that.
And that's the thing. So like the point is like, okay, if you do this, then this is what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do this, then this is what you are. But the thing about that is like okay, artists, like art is such a, it's probably one of the broadest. It's like food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my mom cooks food. Is she a chef? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of that same type of thing where like, okay, I make videos. I do it in a way that like I care about every single aspect of it. So yeah, it's putting together an art piece in a sense, but like I think of myself as more of a, you know, filmmaker, documentarian than an artist. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whoever you ask might say that those people are artists. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin Scorsese, if you ask him, you might say he's an artist, or Quentin Tarantino, like one of these people. They might tell you that they're artists, or even actors and actresses. That people call that art. You know what I'm saying? So it's very like I resonate with what old boy was saying, but it's also I know better than to say like that's art. That's not art. You know, you're an artist. You're not an art. I know better than to do that, and it feels like that's what old boy was doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because AJ, he had like it was a couple of people that like AJ's like, I mean, shit, bro, you're one of the most renowned characters I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's so funny. Like, and the dude was like, oh no, bro. He's like, no, I'm Peanuts. I'm you have the Maximos and like he was just naming these names, and I was like, and it made me think too, bro. I was like, man, just generally, and then it specifically as it pertains to art. I was like, man, you know, I really do appreciate. I like doing my due diligence. The fact you're saying these names and they're so pivotal to this space, and I don't know. It makes even me want to just broaden my shit. Like, let me see who did, like, what, you know, just these standards that people have. Like, what is the standard that everybody looks to? Like, you know how many people were talking about Duchamp last night just within the room? And I know Duchamp to be, I guess, like an artist or like a critiquer of artists, but people are referring to his book and all this shit. I'm like, I'm not familiar. Really not familiar. But, you know, there's all of these contexts that like for instance, even with filmmaking, bro, I'll be really honest with you. Like I could do way more due diligence. I have not read any books really on film. I'd be like, that's some transparent shit. Like, it sounds kind of crazy though, because I'll tell you what, I want to make film. Yeah. When nigga be like, well, I mean, well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to read books on it at all, bro. You know, at all. But like, my thing is, I like perspective. So if somebody in conversation could give me a perspective that they said derived from this, I'm like, oh, see, I appreciate your perspective. You're telling me that you got this perspective from that. then I know I want information to news. It's not it, but like if you told me, if you share some perspective and you're like, oh yeah, just like I was on YouTube, like yeah, I'm on YouTube, like I'm wherever that perspective is, or maybe you're like, oh, I was just doing this when I came about and it hit me. I'm like, maybe I just need to work. Like, that's what I need to do.
Let me try to foster an environment where something will hit me too.
Bro, exactly. So I
do the exact same thing.
Right. I don't have to read a book, but I'm so like, oh, is that where you got some info?
Yeah.
I have to go there.
I'm gonna go there
because it's gonna resonate with me differently. I have to do that. Yeah. So like more so, not to be limiting, but bro, I just love to take it all in. You know what I'm saying? And I could do a better job of fully understand. Like you really went into that audio and like in it, like oh, you're like, oh, now like the sound is really what's the main important thing to me. Like the visuals, like it's whatever. It's like secondary. It's audio. Is it right? Like you went all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever resource you had to do, you had to use it. Probably most likely it was YouTube, but there's probably podcasts and different other things, and then actual people like telling you, no, bro, this is what I do with audio. Like how we did the joint with David, like the little trial episode.
Yeah, big fact.
You're like, oh,
it's wild. I had met a dude that's like him in the sense. I had like shot random thing and met a dude. It wasn't him, but like who was like him in the sense of like he was a much older guy, and he honestly, if I think about it, I hadn't even thought about this since it happened, but like he was probably the guy that like made me realize like you really got to focus on audio, and like everything else matters, but like I'm interested in everything else anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wasn't even interested or thinking about or looking at audio as a to video, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, he was the guy that kind of like made me go there with that. You know what I'm saying? Right. John, you got some tunes for us, bro?
Always.
I feel like we can take a little half a second intermission type shit and then get into some more shit. Let's give y'all some music for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Early. Baspy, baby.
Shout out to John for the tunes, man. Baspy, the best DJ on the planet, man.
Always, man. I can't put a playlist like that together.
Big facts. I think I could if I get.
But yeah, on the fly with all this multitasking.
Nah. You already know. John completely took the music situation out of our hands, and it's been love. You know what I'm saying?
Glad to do it.
Yeah. Speaking of music, man, let's get into some of the, you know what I'm saying? The Grammys are happening this Sunday. The Grammys are always an interesting thing, man, because year after year after year, the musicians who are nominated and the ones who win, it seems like where it's always disrespecting whoever else was not mentioned. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody can't win these awards.
No. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to keep it on that list.
I am. I'm just more. Yeah, they can't see it yet.
Word. Okay. Respectfully, bro. Who's Black Pumas?
Black Pumas. Okay, let me break the list. No, I don't know who they are. So let's look at the list of you know what I'm saying, who's nominated. You know what I'm saying? Wow. First of all, are you guys gonna watch the Grammys?
No,
is this something
I don't remember the last time I've watched. It's been like I be missing that, like literally on some, like I don't be knowing when it's on. This is the first time they don't do a good job, Aaron. When they come on, they don't tell you. You gotta look for that info.
If you're in the loop, you see, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Teresa. If you're somebody like Teresa, she knows when the Grammys are on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got album of the year,
Shalombo.
Janae Aiko.
I guess she resonated with people. I didn't know her. I didn't know it was that significant.
You said what? No, did you listen to it? Have you heard anybody on this list? Shalombo, Black Pumas.
I want Gina win right now. As of right now. Okay.
Black Pumas,
Janae. I don't know who.
I'm taking Janae in this one as well.
Damn. All right. Okay, so
I will be honest and say
I know Haim's good.
I'm gonna give Haim.
Haim's good. I like Haim.
I want them to win.
Yeah, Haim's good.
Never heard of them.
The group, right?
Literally never heard of them.
Yeah, they're good. I like Haim. Dua Lipa, I mean, she's a fucking star.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's a star. I haven't heard.
Oh, Taylor Swift Folklore is gonna win. Actually, what am I talking about? Taylor Swift is gonna win.
Post might win. Post might win.
Oh, Post Malone. I didn't even see. I see this.
He might win.
Posty.
Yeah, he might win.
Who do you think? What?
Post most successful year, bro. He's probably had the most.
Did he?
Like monetarily, bro. Man.
Wow, I've been sleep.
Everybody, look, he's in the.
He's in
a Netflix movie. He's on the Rogan. He was just.
I saw that Netflix movie with Mek with Mark Wahlberg.
Rogan Clout. The Post is getting money.
Ooh, I've been sleep.
Yeah, he got it. Actually, I think
was this?
He'll win it.
You said what?
It's gonna be between Post
will win it.
Post and Taylor.
Post will win it.
Is this Hollywood's Bleeding album the joint that had Rockstar on it?
Nah, that was the one before this. I didn't listen to this one, to be honest.
Hollywood's Bleeding. I feel like I've heard of it, but like 2020, this came out.
And he won it for his song, though. Didn't he Post win? No, that was J. Cole that won for a 21 set. I'm pretty sure Post won something. I feel like he'll probably get it. If not, Circles will get it.
Okay, record of the year. So do you guys know the difference between record of the year is what? Song of the year, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, so Black Parade, Beyonce, Taylor's Black Pumas, Rockstar, DaBaby, and Roddy Ricch. That was a super popular one. Say So, Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish.
Either Billie
Don't Start No. Yeah, Circles, Post Malone, Savage,
though, guys.
Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce.
Rockstar, and this is a tough list. This is a tough list because there's Savage, Billie Eilish, just because it's Billie Eilish, and then the Roddy Ricch, like.
But that's the thing, bro.
Roddy Ricch, I feel like who had a bigger year than Roddy Ricch as far as you niggas, new niggas.
This is
the box, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Rockstar. The box could be on this track.
The box is on something else.
It's probably on best rap song of the year.
It's on a different one. It's on a new category.
If you're going by Grammy evaluation, It's not it, bro. Black Parade's not winning it. It's not. They're not. If you go on by how the Grammy puts these shows, it's not gonna win. At all. Even when you're like, no, bro. We all know nobody was cranking to more than Rockstar. Did you know every club? What everybody? That's how we view it. But it's like, no, that's not what it's going.
See, even as we say this shit, I'm thinking of the Rockstar Post. I don't even know how this one goes. Then you how does this one goes?
Like that. This Rockstar, the Baby joint was brand new Lamborghini, fucker, Ross. That joint.
Oh, on the cop car. Okay, yeah.
TikTok made that song go crazy.
That song is not good.
Yeah, TikTok definitely. TikTok did make that song go crazy.
See, TikTok is the reason why. This is
the thing that this is what I was gonna ask about. They be saying the record of the year versus song of the year.
Record's probably maybe commercially successful. Then I'm thinking.
Okay. Oh, the box is on song of the year. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like this song,
I think we're in. Maybe not. We're in agreement, but the box should
win, but it might not.
It will not. It will not. It won't.
Going through history, it will not win.
I mean, but also, the thing about the Grammys,
be changing.
The thing about the Grammys, dog. They've been hearing the talk, dog. They've been hearing us. I feel like that's why they gave Cardi B that album of the year that one time. It's like they're trying to do. I think they're trying to go with the popular. I think they're starting to try to go with the popular choice, especially in these black categories. Or in these categories that got black people in it.
You remember the nominations? I did not believe Cardi deserved that shit.
Hell no.
I think
they gave it to. They gave it to. You said who?
Travis. On that.
Travis Scott was in there. Yeah. Oh, I saw a clip that went. I don't know if it went viral, but it resurfaced of him like kirking after he realized.
Who else was on there though? Because Travis was way better, of course, but like that's what I'm saying. So like even
that was 2 years ago.
Even the box, like the box, I'm thinking like like that was probably the best song. Like we're not even talking about like popularity.
Yeah. Best song. And it was popular as fuck.
And I'm like, look, bro, these niggas chose Macklemore over Kendrick. Like, bro, like
that's what I'm saying. But again,
I feel like they've been trying to
write. That's why they gave Cardi that album. They've been trying to right that wrong. I feel you, bro.
You only get more wrong trying to right wrongs, bro. Just give the fucking award.
That's why they're gonna give it to Roddy Ricch. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna give it to Roddy Ricch or Beyonce. Or Beyonce. Beyonce might clean house on Sunday.
The Grammys, they already felt like.
Nah,
Beyonce kind of she did these things quietly because she was pretty quiet, but like she's all over this list. I think she has the most nominations.
Yeah, the world is already off on Beyonce. You have your flowers.
You have your flowers.
It's like you're good.
You have your flowers. We can't honor you any more than we already have, unless you like pass. You know what I'm saying? You get the Lifetime Achievement Award at some point.
Beyonce is kind of like LeBron in a way where it's like, bro,
there's nothing more you can do.
For a span of years, niggas knew if we talk about MVP award, he should win every year.
Yes,
know that.
There's nothing more you could do.
But you're not gonna.
Everybody's playing for runner-up. Okay, best new artist. Let's see. Oh, Doja Cat is new artist.
Known about these
Megan Thee Stallion, best new artist.
K-Tronada. Do you mean new?
K-Tronada is best new.
That's disrespectful.
Rude. Like they're obviously new to these people.
They're new to the recording academy.
They're like 10 years. Oh, like come on, bro.
Okay, so who do y'all got in this list?
No one.
I like Doja. Only because Doja's been. I feel this that she got mad popular.
Nah, yeah, she went up.
I'm not trying.
I feel like I've heard of her, but like I'm hearing her all the time now in conversations.
I'm not 2 years ago.
You said what?
I'm a cow.
I'm a cow. That was like 2 years ago.
Made her.
Oh yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Okay, so yeah.
But like fucking,
I fuck with Doja though. I fuck with like her. I fuck with her music, bro.
She's cool.
She's very tough.
She
definitely has issues. Her music.
Hey,
is
again,
cool,
separate the message from the messenger.
Her music is cool. She has issues for sure though.
We talked about
that. She has real issues.
But
fucking D Smoke, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like that shit gets.
Who do y'all? Did y'all say who y'all got in this list?
Your TV show. I don't choose anybody.
I don't choose anybody. I don't give it.
But it's gonna be between Doja and Meg.
Who should win? Megan will win. Megan. All right.
Megan,
we'll see.
really?
No, that's what Vulture says.
Yeah, like
shout out to Vulture. This is where we're reading this from. Producer of the year. Do we? We don't know nobody here. Or Flying Lotus is the only thing I've heard of. But this is non-classical.
Maybe just say fuck this award.
Pop. Okay, best pop solo performance. Justin Bieber. I'm going with Billie Eilish here.
I don't know.
I'm going with Billie.
No, I think Doja Cat's.
Harry Styles might even win it off the low key. You know,
off the low key.
Yeah, people love Harry Styles.
Okay, best pop duo. Let's see what we got here. J Balvin. See, J Balvin and Bad Bunny. These are two niggas who I don't know who they are. I've never heard their music, but I know.
You don't know who they are.
I mean, I know who they are. Like, it's one of those like you don't not know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear their name all over the place.
If you've seen them, you wouldn't know who they were.
If I saw them, I would not recognize them. And if somebody played a song, I would not know it.
Yeah, they are like. They are it. Like they are.
No, I understand. Yeah. I'm more exposing my own like how easily I can be.
Go with that. I think without a doubt. I think without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think without a doubt.
Not Justin Bieber and Quavo.
Nope. I didn't even know they had a song.
Intention.
How are they even?
I didn't even know that was a song.
Best pop. That's the thing. What I don't even know what the cutoff is. Like this is. They say 2020, but like we don't know. Best pop vocal album.
See these like what is these?
Taylor Swift, man. Taylor Swift is built for these kind of for the Grammys. She's built for this. Like, or she makes music for it. Like, she makes music to be honored here. So I kind of when I see her in a category, it's hard for me to think she's not gonna win.
Like Dua Lipa has a pretty strong hold, I think, right now on the industry.
Really?
Dua Lipa, she's big.
Okay. Yeah. I just know her. I'm not hip to like her music. Shout out to Amine on this list. Okay, Disclosure and Amine.
Disclosure dropped the motherfucking NFT.
I don't know this song, but like,
obviously,
fuck with Disclosure
is gonna win.
Disclosure dropped something.
K Trinidad and Kali Uchis. That's a good combo. Yeah, I haven't heard this song. No, it's a good combo.
You probably heard me play it. You just don't.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that joint should definitely win. I'm surprised that they didn't put what you call it on here, but.
Who? What duo do you think should be on there? Or this is best dance recording. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't put fudging my guys, man.
Don't worry, they'll put it in extra.
You think so?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, that's how they do it. 2021. 2022.
2022.
My guys, man. What's my guy's name? I'm having a fart right now.
Yeah.
But the two guys, white boys, one of the groupiest white boys I know, man.
Daft Punk?
Nah,
not Daft Punk. That motherfucking
shout out Daft, man.
Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars joint should be on this. That'll be next year.
It just came out.
Yeah,
so it's too early. Next year.
Let's see. I'm trying to see a category I could fuck with.
That's my guys, man.
Best rock album.
Tame Impala.
Tame Impala.
That's so crazy.
Tame Impala right here. Best alternative music album.
Okay, there we go.
The Slow Rush.
Fair enough. They should win that.
The Beck will probably win.
Beck. Fiona Apple might win.
That's so crazy. Like, I just saw The Rock nominees. I was like, yo, bro, The Rock industry is doing a horrible job in terms of like, wow, bro, it's like a death of rock. I don't know none of y'all.
Music anymore.
Y'all have no stars.
Yeah, I'm about to say who's the stars.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Coldplay, Kings of Leon.
You know why? Because rappers think they're rock stars now.
Post Malone. Post Malone.
Yeah. Rock stars probably feel some type of way.
Lil Baby is the rock album.
I don't know.
Machine Gun Kelly had ass.
Yeah, we're the new rock.
He's doing rock now, isn't he?
Country music has changed. You listen to country music, it's like shifting to pop music.
Yeah.
It's not even
it's more poppy than country.
Like,
Big facts.
There's rapping there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's this country rapper on TikTok going crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Okay. That nigga actually got bars. He's actually barred up. R&B, best R&B performance. Lightning and Thunder, Janae Aiko, Black Parade, All I Need, Goat Head, See Me. I don't know any of those. Best traditional R&B performance. Chloe Haley, I'm rooting for them on that one. Best R&B song, Robert Glasper. That's my guy. Y'all fuck with Robert Glasper?
Skip Marley and Her. That is a fucking hit.
Haven't heard it. We'll have to look into that.
Probably have.
Probably.
Shout out to
Best progressive R&B album. This must be a new category.
Thundercat should win that.
Thundercat, Robert Glasper. I fuck with Robert Glasper, man.
Talk about progressive. Yeah, I gotta listen to Robert.
I might have to go. I might have to go him.
Chloe and Haley win. Internet's gonna
Twitter. Or if they lose,
it's gonna burn.
Or if they lose, Twitter. Chloe Haley probably got the biggest following out of anybody in this group.
Yeah.
Okay. Best R&B album. What y'all feeling anything on here?
Maybe the Luke James.
I don't know, bro. Like,
okay, let's go to the rap. Best rap performance. Oh, this got to go to Big Sean and Nip.
They'll probably go to Dior. They'll probably make it a
posthumous. Either go to Dior or if
how could you make it
want to have it?
Oh, Dior. I mean, Nipsey Hussle's a posthumous joint too, but Dior is tough.
But Deep Reverence just came out. So
people don't know it.
Not really. It came out with the album, which came out early. You're right. 2020. You know,
I guess it's because the video just came out.
Yeah.
Like I hate this timing.
I know
all this shit. It's weird.
It's like, but the niggas, you got to think about who's doing this. The Recording Academy. They're hip to all this shit way before.
Give this award to Jack Harlow, bro.
Oh, the internet's gonna go blaze. The only white person, he win though because this song was probably the biggest song.
With Jack Harlow, I'm not gonna lie.
It's probably one of the biggest songs on this list.
No, Jack is good, but yeah, he's gonna win it, bro. He's gonna win it.
The Little Baby is a good one too.
No, it can't even be.
Oh, Bop. But what song was bigger than Bop?
You're right.
What song was bigger than Bop? I need musician. What's a Bop in it?
No.
Because low key, I thought that should have been for last year, but I forgot this song. If this song, Bop is probably probably the earliest song. You know what I'm saying? Probably came out first out of all these. But bro, like if we're talking the biggest, maybe this or What's Poppin'. Dior definitely got big over the last like few months. You know what I'm saying?
No. Dior's been popping. No.
Dior's popping before
over a year. Over a year.
I stand
over a year. Before he died. The song is crazy.
Yeah, over a year.
So
it got right.
Song here, but I'm
should win. They got should win. Dior. Dior should win.
Harlow will win.
They think Savage will win.
I wouldn't be surprised. Savage won.
I wouldn't be surprised either. What would you be surprised with on this list?
What I would be surprised with
if it wins.
Deep Reverence, and I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad, but I'd be surprised.
I don't think I would be mad at anything on this list.
Surprised and internet will burn.
I wouldn't be mad at anything on this list. I don't think, except for maybe What's Poppin'.
I can't stand.
I don't think in the Stallion and Beyonce's track was that. I don't think it's that. I'm kind of surprised on all of these joints. I did not think it was that.
Okay.
So this is the section I was talking about. Best melodic, which I feel like is new.
Wow, the box.
Melodic rap. Wow. What type of?
I think.
Hey, it's a good category. I'm mad at this category. You mad at this category, Brooke?
Melodic song on here.
I'm not mad. I'm just
Highest in the Room by Travis.
Highest in the Room.
I'm overwhelmed out of all of the awards I've seen right next.
Melodic. Where you want to go? Best mumble rap performance.
Yeah, why not?
Best auto tune rap performance. Because this is melodic rap. This is that auto tune singing. This is that Young Thugger.
We should put mumble. Mumble should be its own.
This is not. But this is maybe it will be. But this is. I would make that a different category from this one. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm like, okay, if that's what we're doing, then let's go ahead and put up because there's so many.
Big facts.
Put mumble because it's literally that too. It's its own thing.
Well, let's see. Okay, if we go back up to best rap performance, nothing here would be a mumble rap song. None of these are mumble raps. No, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they put songs in wrong categories. Is what I'm basically saying.
No, right. I'm just surprised.
So best melodic rap. I'm going for the box, man. That's my shit. Still, that's still my shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're like really going off like. Watching a performance in a melodic song,
Drake's gonna win it. Drake's gonna win it. Drake's gonna win it. Drake's winning it. Laugh at
I feel like these songs are as melodic.
This nigga Roddy Ricch is singing on that joint, ain't he? I'm trying to think of the. I'm trying to.
It's like
Nigga,
it's like he's a singer. It's like a singer rap. It's like Bryson Tiller. It's like he's rapping, but he's a singer, so he's doing it in a singy way.
The box is it was a mainstream hit, of course, but more so within the culture. Laugh Now, Cry Later. I'm telling you, that was a world. It was. You know what I mean?
It's a commercial song. It's all commercials, I think.
He's a cheat code. I'm telling you. That's why shout out for Dirk.
Shit, Lil Durk might get himself a Grammy just off of that.
Shout out, that's huge.
Nigga might get himself a Grammy just off of that.
Dirk's his career was already changing. He beat the case and
that just put him over.
Literally, Drake put him in another stratosphere that he was like, oh shit, I didn't even know I could get bigger.
Wow,
I'm way bigger.
Wow,
yeah.
That's dope. Drake, that's the Drake effect, bro. He did that for the Migos too. Okay, best rap song.
Damn.
Dog, we're seeing the same names. This is just Lil. This like Roddy Ricch nominated for like 6 Grammys.
Seeing the same names though is because those artists were so heavy in that year, and they're just going off of
who
mainstream.
What is my daughter? Let me go ask my daughter what rap song she likes.
Like I thought I could have sworn Freddie was not okay. Never mind.
Alfredo, best rap album.
Oh, so we just gonna go down to best rap album. Okay, bet. Because I mean, best rap song is basically the same. The first 2 categories. So best rap album.
My nigga, Freddie deserves this win.
Yeah, give it to Freddie.
By all means.
Jay, you do not deserve it. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Election deserve it. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that this was. What is this? A written testimony? I didn't know he dropped that. No,
it's okay. You don't need to know.
You say it's not tough.
No.
I feel like niggas.
Too late.
I was about to say niggas been waiting on a Jay Elect project forever.
It was cool, but it's like, look, Jay. Hey, you're not gonna make us wait 10 years when you win the Grammy the year you dropped it. It's totally no.
Make us wait 10 years for it out.
They give this joint to Nas, I'm gonna be sick.
Nas might be the one that.
I love Nas,
yeah, like no disrespect, but let's be real.
Did you hear it? Or just Freddie good?
No,
Freddie's that good?
I didn't hear Nas.
Like Alfredo and what Freddie has been doing, the run he's been having.
Man, they need to put Spitta on this list, bro.
Man, Spitta too real for this, man.
He's too real.
He'd probably be angry.
You don't think Freddie Gibbs is too real to be a best rap album?
Reached the stratosphere of mainstream.
Did he?
Yeah, for sure.
What?
Yes.
What?
Freddie Gibbs, he's reached the mainstream.
100%.
Okay, I'm not going to disclaim that. I just
Spitta, in the sense of
it's more than
he will never
more than Spitta.
Break out of his mold of what he works, who he works with. The
niggas got to campaign for these joints, and Spitta's not going to campaign for that.
Broken out of the mold of like what he's been doing the past 10 years.
Have you seen his last video?
No.
Like Freddie's really he's going next level.
Okay.
Shit. But I don't think we need to do country.
No. I was rapping it. I was rapping it there. I was rapping that up right there.
No thoughts on that.
That's big facts. But shit. Like, so we just gave the Grammys out just now. I think we giving out the Grammys now. Right. Nah, but I think it's interesting, man, because some people are gonna be mad. There's gonna be a lot of angry folks.
Upset people.
If Jack Harlow wins best rap song for Let's Pop It, even though that's popping, the remix with Lil Wayne was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
When is the Grammys again?
Sunday. This Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Check your local listings.
Right.
Oh, a lot like a live reaction room type shit, commentating room.
Been one for damn near everything.
Every award show. Yeah. Nah, I fuck with award shows. I don't know why. Like, I don't really care about the awards themselves. I just fuck with like getting a sense of who is doing what. You know what I'm saying, and how it's being received and all that type of stuff. Like, that's kind of why I
used to fuck with it. You know, I used to watch them on Dukes, and it used to be a little thing. Like,
big facts.
It was a thing, along with like American Idol edition.
Big facts.
Shit, like things like that. But now it's kind of weird. Like it's lost a huge entertainment value for me. And you know what maybe that is too. I don't care about now people the Geeking music. I'd much rather like film awards. That's actually a better point. That's actually a better point. The Grammys I actually give zero fucks about. I don't give a fuck about it for a long time. I don't even. They lost their credibility. They've lost their credibility as far as like picking the right people. You know what I'm saying? Picking who's right.
To me, the Macklemore one took it over.
As soon as you're like,
I've been done. I'm done with the Grammys.
As soon as you're like egregiously wrong, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, because already amongst my peers, I have so many different music tastes. My peers.
Yeah.
You think the Grammys is even gonna? No, I think it's totally wrong. I think the whole list is wrong. So I don't know why.
Y'all do not get it right.
I don't know. I can't enjoy this. The list is wrong. So
the nominees are wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm picking from a pool of people I don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Like this is why.
Let's think of that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's gonna be funny, but it's like no. This is why. In the book, like, bruh. Covert Coup. I never saw Covert Coup as a nomination. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck. Like, because I'm like, no, I'm not even talking about personal preference. I'm talking about, no, bro. There were projects that have dropped in these years that was literally like all the praise needs to go into it. I was
gonna say what dropped album wise, or like what artist that y'all are fucking with, would y'all have liked to see get maybe not a Grammy, but like that recognition? Like who should be in the talks of like top 5, you know what I'm saying, albums of the year and shit like that. Rock Marciano. Yeah, you put me on to. Yeah, you put me.
You know what I'm saying? Even the whole crew, them fellas
Griselda.
in Buffalo, like
Griselda. Hello.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Not
one of them is on the joint. They all 3 dropped albums, didn't they? They dropped like 3 or 4 albums this year. Not one of them is on that joint.
They were going ham, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, even Benny's song with Freddie should be on one of these.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because I'm not even saying that I would choose it to win, but it's like when I see what y'all chose. Fuck out of here! You telling me that wasn't get out of here, bro? It's better than all.
Well, there's a difference. There is a difference between the mainstream rap and like the type of rap they're doing.
Nah,
which
bro,
is not.
That's the thing. It's kind of mainstream, but this is what they'll do. They'll get a Freddie and be like, "This fulfills
that category,
what it goes.
That branch of hardcore rap." Freddie Gibbs is y'all representative.
This will make you guys happy.
Yes, Freddie is y'all representative of that.
The Babies and the Roddies are the exceptions where they will be in the same type of joint because culturally everybody
likes that. They like them and they like them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
put it all together.
Yeah, big facts.
White people fucking with Griselda, but there are white people that
love Roddy, Travis Scott, Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. Shit, Megan Thee Stallion was the only shorty rapper on
there. Was there Afrobeats category?
No, not that I saw. I don't think I was looking at all the categories too. I was just Vultures. Vultures probably biggest categories.
And I'm not, and this is not even a takeaway from Megan, because she deserves all her flowers too and all that shit too. But also where we are with society as well, and
there can only be one.
Just exactly how and look, by all means, what I'm saying, let's keep empowering women more. You know what I'm saying? Not taking away from that. But I think with that, the Tory Lanez debacle and all of that type of things too. Like, I just think there are a lot of factors that added into her being, bro, I didn't see Meg Thee Stallion's name on that joint like 10 times.
Yeah, she got like 8 nominations.
Nah, bro. Nah, like I'm not.
But no. Megan had a crazy. Megan had a Cardi B in 18 type of year.
Look, okay, bro, but like, where's the Rhapsody? Where's Tierra Rack? No, bro, her shit's not better than none of them.
Yeah, but again, bro, yeah.
We're talking about, and that's what I'm saying.
But Megan's also like barred up. I think Megan's barred up.
She's barred up, bro. But she's barred up. I'm not taking. She can rap.
Yeah,
she can rap.
Yeah, so it's not like they gave it to Cardi. It's not like Cardi, where like Cardi can't rap, but she just made a bunch of hits.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I'm like, I'm not tripping off of the Megan. It's more about like, oh, the only shorty here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true though. That's true.
I'm just saying more so. You definitely getting a lot of these accolades too, because you are pioneering a space too. I'm talking about the music. I don't think the music was that like crazy.
What, dog? What? What are you talking about? I mean, I'm okay. If it did, maybe certain songs didn't resonate with you.
Though,
maybe certain songs didn't resonate with you. Because the ones that were popular, the thing about music, man, and something that I think is kind of a thing that some of these artists have to get over is the fact that like when, at least maybe in our case, is the fact that like when a radio really plays your song to the point that it becomes annoying. That's kind of what happens with Megan. Megan's songs are being played to the point that they're just becoming annoying. But at first listen, she's barred up. She's making good songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that Captain Hook joint. I remember hearing it when we were in New York for the Time to Cuff tour. That was the first time I think that was when she dropped that album. And I heard like all the songs and I'm like, oh, like this bitch is spitting, dog. Like I'm just like, she's spitting. But like a lot of those songs got old 2 weeks later just because they were overplayed.
No, facts. And I'm like, okay, so like there's certain nominations and all that. Like, yeah, she deserved that. But like when you got in the best rap song and your shit went, no, it's not one of the best rap songs. This is genre.
When you put it in the pool, bro, you got to put it in the pool.
Again, because
you got to put it in the pool.
But this is the thing. Again, this is why again, like why never
so
watched it again.
Should it be most popular?
A reason,
yeah. They gonna put Erica Banks in there. They gonna put the Busted Challenge in there.
Erica Banks can rap. She can rap though. But fucking the thing about it is like, yeah, like put popular in it. Just put popular.
That's cool. Oh, you want the award to be most popular rap song?
Because let's not act.
Best song, most popular melodic rap song.
Hey, yo, bro, because let's not act like that is not a huge, not even underlying No, that is a huge factor.
That is the
to why it is. That is the factor. So like, let's just say that. Because like, no, if we're talking about rap and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I feel like there's a lot of candidates. How did we nail it to them? Because you know why we nailed it to them? Because we saw them and we heard them.
Yeah, we saw them the most.
Understandable. So we also have to accredit not just the artists, but you know, the teams that also enabled that possible. We're not looking at just the song; we're looking at the whole package. And I get that.
That's why that's why the baby's all over this list. You know what I'm saying? The baby's not the best rapper. Like, what's crazy is I love the baby. I loved him for a moment. There was a moment when I was like, "Oh, this nigga's very tough," and then it's just like, I'm just whatever, bro. It's just like it's just whatever, bro. It's too much. Yeah, but it's fine. I still respect him. But that's the thing. The hustle behind, like, okay, but the nigga's still revered as one of the biggest rappers on the planet, which is like, okay, that's what I will respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I if anything, I appreciate the evaluation of like film way more.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that more. This music shit is way too subjective, and like people just choose it according. Like metrics plays a huge part in movies. Metrics is significantly less of a part just because the movie
has to be good. The movie
like,
has to. Movies that you never even heard of will win Oscars.
And you'll
Big
be
facts.
like shattered.
Yeah,
nigga, it don't matter about the box office.
I think the thing about the Grammys though, the opportunity. Oh, because we had said you had said during the break something along the lines of like, you know, the Grammys are kind of like are they even still like as relevant? Like are they as reputable as they used to be? You know what I'm saying? And the answer is no. You know what I'm saying? The answer is no, because like, you know, ask a nigga like Lil Nas X if he needs a Grammy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like he can drop a song tomorrow and it'll get 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
I think he is.
You know, but you know what I'm saying? Yo, dropping a song tomorrow? Low key. Yeah, I got the insider scoop. Nah, but you know what I'm saying? Like the Grammys are definitely less relevant than they used to be. But I do think for niggas who do win a Grammy, it could still probably change your whole situation.
No, it does.
Oh, it does.
That's one thing.
You remember?
He was talking about. He was like, it changes
what did
everything
he say?
For you.
What did he say? I'm not.
Yeah, we don't want to give the Grammys like, all right, we need a Grammy. Like
that validation.
Like fuck the validation. It's the fact that it just opens so many doors and opportunities. Like you get into movie roles, you get into scripts, and you get into
people.
TV shows.
Honestly, the white people start to know who you are.
That's what
They're like, oh, who's this guy? Let me go to big facts.
And then literally how you're marketed. He's like, trust me. He's like, trust me. From the check to even how it's received. Is a huge difference between Grammy nominated and Grammy winner.
Oh, big facts.
It's a world of difference.
Big facts.
And exactly when he had said that, I was like, that's very true. And I think I even talked to you about it. But I was like, that's a valid point that he makes. But we loop it back. All it does is speak to the fact why that is why you need to build up your own infrastructures that have their own validity and credence to it, that people don't look at the Grammy like, this is the end all be all.
Yeah.
The reason we do like that is because
it's the only one
cultivated to be,
and it's the only one right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the BET Awards? Where's the MTV Awards? Like, nobody cares about those things.
Even they're there. If they're there, they'll still do it. But it's like, no, like this is a concentrated, generational effort. If this is what you want to do,
and we also have to get excited about them. People don't get excited about winning a BET. Like, you have to make it matter. You know what I'm saying? Like people.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say people don't get excited. Like people don't care when they win things that aren't Grammys or aren't Oscars or aren't, you know what I'm saying, fucking Golden Globes. Like you got to care about those other joints that are trying to come up, because they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like the BET Awards was made for like black entertainment to focus on it. NAACP Awards have been around for ever, bro. Like no one cares. Not to say no one cares, but you don't hear about like people caring as much about those awards versus the other ones.
And when the emphasis is going to be prioritized on the bottom line of these type of events at the end of the day, then the art will suffer. you also need to have people in the creation, because everybody has to play a job. We have to make money like that, of course. But people that should also be involved in the process are the true people that are really like true to this shit. Like that's my job is not the money.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. Like
all of a lot of these industries, even things that we even covered today, it's the people that are literally only worried about the bottom line that have all to say so, and you literally will sully your product doing that because you're just thinking about the grab, the money. That does not mean longevity, and it makes the problem harder and harder the more you go, because now you have to use other tools to just make the money, shock value, and all of these things. But it's like you're getting away from the art, and now the art, like, you know, true people that are really putting bearing their, because that's really what it is, an expression of that. And like the true works that really should be appreciated or given a platform because everybody would appreciate it, it just goes to the wayside because it's not profitable. What they're talking about, I don't like the content, like they can't really push that. You know, and it's like, who says who?
Big fact.
Says who? Like, it just means it needs more of a different effort. Or, the target audience is like, and that's the effort. Like, people are like, that costs to just find that audience. Like, this works. Like, this works. And it's like, that's also like a flag. Just because it works does not mean it will continue to work. It does not mean this is the recipe for success moving forward. And people need to understand that sometimes how disruptive it might feel in the now is exactly what you need to do. That is exactly what you need to do if to restore any type of credence. The Grammy, you could liken it, not to that level yet, but it's just kind of like news. Niggas laugh at the news. I think Grammys can be in 10 years time. Niggas just laugh at the Grammys. Like, oh, they still do that? Like 100%. I feel like that's something everybody in the recording academy, that's definitely something that has to be a conversation. Like, we can definitely be to the wayside and niggas laugh at
I think they see that coming.
People stop.
I think that coming.
That's when it will be laughable.
Because
that makes the same point to the whole BET thing. Artists dress up, look to the nines, and go to the Grammys. And don't show up to the BET.
Don't show up to the BET Awards.
If it was the roles reversed, or
come to the BET Awards like and looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big fact.
Interesting.
That's a big fact. But yeah, if you're into the Grammys, tune in on Sunday. Actually, don't care whether you do or not. You can watch ItsNation TV. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a better use of your time. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channels, man.
Marathon.
It's been a great morning, dog. Like, I fuck with this conversation we've had today, fellas.
We went all over
we went all over.
I like it.
A little longer than usual, so we gave y'all. We gave y'all a lot. But shout out to y'all because y'all are here. Like, I'm looking at the numbers. This is definitely our most viewership of any episode. So shout out to everybody that's here, man. Somebody liked us on Facebook. Shout out to you, whoever that was. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, stay with us, man. We're gonna be here every Friday, and I'm really loving the numbers. We didn't really get much comments and stuff like that, but we were talking amongst ourselves, so it was cool.
My boy was like, "I'm tuned in for this."
Oh yeah, it's lit. Yeah. So we got some comments on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Brooke Facile got the IG live going as well. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Fellas, anything y'all got interesting going on this weekend?
What I got going on, yeah, man, more of the same.
Oh, let me plug some things real quick, actually. Okay, so my homie Anna, y'all might know her as Angazomo. She's collecting things for there was like a bombing that happened in her home country of Equatorial Guinea. It displaced a lot of people, hurt a lot of people. She's collecting stuff. If you want to donate like clothes, masks, anything like that, you know what I'm saying, get in contact with me and I'll get you in contact with her.
That's dope.
Shout out to Gabrielle, one of our homies. She's got a new show coming out soon on Roku Network, The Gift of Gab. You know what I'm saying? We were working on that last week. That's gonna be dope. Shout out to Alex and Teresa. They got an episode of Live and Single coming out on Monday. We did something a little bit different. We usually do the live shows on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, but now what we're doing is the live show on Instagram, and then it's like a post-produced TV show type vibe the following Monday on YouTube and Facebook, or just YouTube. So like it's like a different experience. So if you were there for the live on Instagram on Monday, if you watch this coming Monday, it's going to be like that show. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a dope, different kind of vibe, different experience. So that's going to be cool. That first one is premiering on Monday. What we got? My homie We the Fifth got another episode of the Fifth show that came out last week. That joint was very funny. They was talking about their top 5 dead or alive. No, not dead or alive, but top rappers right now. My homie D, he kept Ross off of that list, which I thought that was crazy. Ross is on my top 5.
Well, top 5 rappers?
Yes.
All time?
Yeah. All time, maybe.
What do you mean right now?
I mean right now, but maybe all time. Like Ross is one of my favorite rappers. From like he's one of my favorite rappers. He's like my go-to, like if I'm in the car and I'm just Ross. I go mastermind. That's one of my favorite albums, dog. What do y'all think about Ross?
We go too crazy. I like Ross.
Maybe we'll do that next week. Maybe we'll do that next week.
No, I mean I could just I could be very clear. Like he's not in my top 5 current or all time at all. But Rick Ross is a great rapper.
Okay,
I won't even say good. He's a great rapper.
Yeah.
People could argue the same thing, like, and this is where I don't hold this critique to him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you could definitely say, oh, it's always the same delivery, how he gives it off, like how you the Meeks or the Currencies. But I'm like, I don't care. Because there's the thing. The reason why I have to say that, there's a reason why I have to say that. Because I will hold that against somebody like Meek. I'm sorry, that's why I say that.
Yeah.
That's why I say that. Because I don't care to hear Meek shit. Literally, because of I don't know his approach to the music. I don't even want to.
That's what I feel like. His approach is the same. Ross's approach isn't always the same. His cadence is the same, but like his approach, he's like that's his cadence. Like but it's not like he's approaching every joint like I'm just going to scream on this shit. You know what I'm saying? He does like different. He got different. Ross got different vibes.
No. To Ross's point, I'm like, this is the thing though. I don't really even care to like differentiate the vibes. It's really that one vibe. Boss vibe, like that vibe. That's it, and that is it.
That Ross track make me feel like I'm in a Maybach, whether I'm in one or not, or not. I need to go get one. I need to go do what it takes to get dog. Ross it gives me that boss talk that I need.
That's powerful, like pep talk. Even though he's not in the top, I'm like, bro, it's self-explanatory.
It's upper echelon rap, bro.
I don't have to explain why I like Ross.
Yeah.
Why do you like
upper
Ross?
Echelon? It's upper echelon.
Why you like it? Like the hell?
Big facts. And what's crazy whenever I hear why people don't like Ross, it's because maybe they don't like the content of what he's saying. Literally, people scrutinize. I don't like this word, or I don't like this language. Yeah, or that. Yeah. I kind of do have to get past the fact that he just stole another person's persona. But also at the end of the day, I have. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is personas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I've heard a few Rick Ross interviews. Like, the nigga is smart. Like, he's a smart dude, and you don't become, you know what I'm saying, one of the richest niggas in rap not being smart. One, you know what I'm saying? Two, I do think that there's, like maybe the persona is not him. Maybe it's fabricated, but like, the bars are like it's him. Like what he's talking about and what he cares about is him, and it resonates with me.
Yeah, he's like molded himself into that role.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you got to be the person you want to become. You know what I'm saying? Before you're actually that person. So crazy how we just went into that. But yeah, one of these days we definitely get into our top 5s of rap, and then even books, dog, because I know that I want to have a book discussion one day, but we'll get into all that type of stuff. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying?
Early. That's good.